being accused of raping or date raping these women. Okay? We have the Five of Wands. We have the Five of Wands, which is also a discussion of several people, okay, coming together. This also can be talking about competition, petty bickering and beefing, all kinds of shenanigans. I don't know who in the world keeps calling, but I don't know how to turn off the ringer. I have no idea. Alright, so we got bickering, beefing, competition, and this is pretty much in his industry. Okay, this is not physical fighting. This is not family fighting. This is going to be people in the industry or in his circle, his peers that he works with, okay, or has worked with. And also, if you notice, we are just now getting started on a spread, and he has 2 5s on the table already, okay? And if you bring this 2 major arcanas together, that's going to bring you into the 8. Okay? And like I told you, if you want to associate that 8, okay, with his numerology, we know that this may be the industry involved, okay? But if you want to do otherwise and bring in the 8 based on the tarot, then you're dealing with natural gain, recognition, success, gossip and rumors, what else? Restriction and action, okay? So energetically, you can look at it that way as well. So let's get back into here. We know that we got 2 5s on the table, so we know that conflict is definitely at all-time high, okay? We have the World, okay? We have the Temperance. Again, we have a lot of major arcanas on the table. So let me break it down. So we have the Moon, which is deception. We also have this bickering and fighting and disagreeing and beefing. And this is mostly in his industry and work. Also, he has this from everyone, not just in the industry, but the whole freaking world, okay? And guess what? When you break the world down, it's the 21st card, and 2 + 1 is 3. Brings you back into the 3, okay? So, we know for a fact this is a problem, okay? Now, the next card is the Temperance, and it's to find balance. Trying to get your footing between your emotions in this physical world. Understand that he is a Cancer. I mean, he's a Cancer. He is a water sign like no other. Simple as that. Okay? He's always in his emotions. Okay. So all of this bickering and beefing in the world turning up on him is definitely coming from the Moon card, which deals with deception and lies, not seeing things clearly. But also in the Oshu deck is a representation of the past lives. Okay? Let's see what else we get. We have the 4 of Cups, okay? So it's looking like someone he rejected. So So let's see who this is, and let's see if this Temperance, okay, in this World card is going to end up being someone else. Let's see who he was rejecting. Because it's definitely showing us that there was some rejection. Who was he rejecting? Let's ask Spirit. Who was he rejecting? Who was he rejecting? Alright, we got the 7 of Coins. And the 7 of Coins is talking about reaping what you sow. Okay, it's talking about planting the seeds and being patient and being able to collect what you earned. Working hard to collect what you've earned. Okay, let's see what else we get. We got the 4 of Wands here. Let's see what else we get. This is talking about foundation. This is talking about celebration. This is talking about the home. Okay, so I don't know. This is talking about stability. And here goes the Moon being confirmed again, letting us know that there was things that he was not seeing. Okay, there was some form of deception carrying on, things that he could not see, even though he should have been getting his download. All right, can I get some clarity on the 4 of Cups, 7 of Pentacles, and the 4 of Wands? So the Moon coming out in this deck on the same row as the Moon coming out in the Oshu Zen, to me, just confirms, okay, that there was some type of deception. I'm going to ask for 2 cards to give me some more understanding and clarity on the 4 of Cups, 7 of Coins, and the 4 of Wands. Okay. Alright, so it's looking like, let me move these over. So it's looking like there was definitely conflict, okay? There was definitely conflict and misunderstandings and meetings that just didn't go well. And also we had the World, where he's fighting against this idea and trying to find balance with all of the shit that's going on at his old age, okay? To the point where it caused him to kind of withdraw, all right? Then he has to worry about all of the things that he worked so extremely hard for, his family, his home, okay, and him just not having clarity on how in the hell did this happen, okay, which we asked for confirmation, gives me the 2 of Coins, let me know that he was trying to find his footing. He was really trying to balance this all out, emotionally, mentally, and even in the body physically. And of course, we know 8 of Swords, he did land up sitting in jail, trapped in jail, okay? And in this case, because we know the core issue, we can say that the 8 of Swords is representing the fact that, you know, he had to go to jail, all right? So I'm going to throw out about 3 more cards, and then we're going to get some more information. And I'm going to move these over because we still got to get into the center. Alright, this goes here. I'm holding my deck wrong. Yes, I is. So we got the High Priest. We also got the Seven of Cups. And we got the Seven of Swords. Okay. Now shit is starting to make sense a little bit. Okay. So here we are with this moon. And we're talking about deception and lies. And things not being clear. Why is that? We have the High Priest where secrets have been let loose. The secrets is out. The cat is out the bag. The High Priest is the knower of all things. The light and the dark. She has complete understanding of the dualities, of the laws of life. Okay? And we got the Seven of Cups, which can represent him having multiple choices and women to deal with in this time of his life. It can also deal with overindulging. It can also be representing him literally poisoning these people's drinks, like they said, or spiking their drinks. Okay, and I believe that it is representing that the secret is loose about him spiking the drinks, because when you deal with the Seven of Swords, you're dealing with thievery. Okay, in most cases, you're dealing with theft, thievery, sneakiness, somebody that's slick or sly, you know what I mean? So this makes perfect good sense. Okay, that cat is out the bag. And yeah, this is confirming that, whether I would like to agree from my fleshy perspective, because I like Bill Cosby, but these cards are confirming that yes, he did do that, and yes, he did think that it was very possible for him to get away with it. He never thought in a million years that these women was going to come out of nowhere and get to yapping and telling. Okay, but I will tell you that the yapping and telling didn't start until they were told to start the shenanigans. Okay, somebody else that was close to him triggered the cat to come out the bag. That's all I can tell you. So let's see what is over his head. So, like I was telling you, he got the 8 of Rods, which is everything moving quickly. He got the 9 of Coins, and this is talking about where he is financially. He has the Queen of Gold, okay? He has Death, and he also has the Sun, okay? I'm going to pull out another card here. Page of Gold, Ace of Cups, 3 of Wands, and the Lovers. Okay, so what's over his head? Okay, one, we know that things got totally out of control, and this happened over some money. Okay, this was literally over money. And what's happening here is that there's a female here that comes up as an earth sign. She would be a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. Okay, and she's looking at the Death card, and this is talking about a transition, a end of a cycle and beginning of a new one. Okay, and she also has the Sun sign. This transition brought her into a better space, a more secure space. It brought her into light energy. It made her strong, and she was able to be all of the good that she can be to herself. Okay, this is showing her as a young person. Okay, just starting out, just getting established for the most part. And now this is over his head. It's showing me the Ace of Cups. This relationship that took place while she was young, okay? Or this issue that took place while she was still young. I have the 3 of Wands. Let me know that this female that he was dealing with while she was still young, she pondered on this shit. She didn't just wake up out of nowhere and say, oh, I'm just taking the court because I ain't got nothing to do with my life. No, she sat there and thought about every possible way this situation could go, and always had intentions on telling at some point, okay? She does understand that society, a lot of people in society is going to look at her, or she felt at that time that a lot of people in society really loved Bill Cosby still, and that she may be looked at as somebody that is moralist. But also at the same time, with her being a thinker, okay, she also realized that he has lost relevance as the generations have turned. So if she would have tried to press this issue, let's say while it happened, the black community probably would have did a super dive down her throat and dragged her. But because these other generations after us they have no attachment to Cosby, and he's not relevant in their day, it was simpler to get his ass put right into prison, okay, with no warning. Simple as that. Ashe. My cards is flipping over again. So I'm going to throw down another 2 cards over Bill. Alrighty. So things seem to have changed, okay? And this is where the hangman comes in. The hangman also can represent a sacrifice that was made, or it can also represent you seeing things from a different point of view, or being stagnated in some way. Then we have the 3 of Swords. And the 3 of Swords is talking about heartbreak, disappointment in relationships, walking away and having to sever a relationship with someone, okay? And I believe that Bill may have been paying this female hush money for quite some time, and he got to a point where, I don't have it like that no more. I'm not going to keep paying for it. I've already apologized. I've already tried to fix what I could so that you wouldn't talk, and now I'm gonna just have to face the music, even though he really would have preferred not to, okay? But this is letting me know that he did sever ties with a female who he was dealing with that was definitely too young when the relationship started, and she was holding it over his head, okay? She's gonna hang his ass out there to dry, baby. To dry. Exactly. 9 of Cups. Okay? They literally got a whole thing going on now. I have not watched the Cosby case at all, or any of the videos involved in it, so I'm not really aware. But this severance opened up a can of worms, okay, that no amount of dollars was going to get his ass out of. Alright? So now let's talk about the isolation, because that's what's covering him right about now, because he's obviously incarcerated. So he gets the isolation card in the Oshu Zen deck, and let's get some details on that, because this is showing him being cold as ice right now. And I don't know if we want to have that in a cell next to us, an old cold bitter man. Like, it's a bit crazy. So we have choices. We also have the concept with the Chariot of being pulled in opposite directions and having to make a choice that will keep you in balance. Alright? Also, this could be a discussion of traveling by car or by land, which is not the case. His ass is in jail. So let's see what else we got. Okay, so we got the Ace of Mallets. We also have the 10 of Mallets. So this is letting us know that yes, he had some choices, or he has some choices right now that are pretty darn new possibly some new partnerships or new discussion about trying to get the hell out of there. But I can tell you that it is a major burden on Cosby right now, okay? When you're dealing with the Ten of Wands in a traditional deck, this is a man trying to make it uphill with 10 heavy wands on his back. Just struggling, okay? Just a struggle. Alrighty. So we got the Hermit. And we have the Sun, okay? Right. Okay, so where you go? Okay, there you go. Hermit and the Sun. Alright, and this is where right now he is at. He has no choice because he's in jail, but this just confirms his isolation, okay, and him being alone. He may be in protective custody in the jail where he's on 24-hour or 23-hour lockdown. Who the hell knows? But one thing we know is that it's very likely that he may not see the light of day ever, okay? And if you notice, the Hermit is facing in the opposite direction of the Sun, all right? He may not see the light of day in this life. He may be leaving out of there on his deathbed, literally, or if not already stretched, okay? All right, let's see what's going on for his upcoming future, which is the Three of Wands, okay? And in a traditional deck, the Three of Wands is a man standing at a cliff looking out to sea with two wands standing directly behind him in the ground and one as my walking stick. So this is talking about him contemplating on the outcomes in the future. This is like, how you put this? This is like, I don't even know how to explain it. Like, I'm trying to think of an example when we dealing with this. But let's just say he is in deep contemplation about what is he going to do in the future if he gets out of this situation alive, okay? So let's see. We have the Seven of Wands, and that is talking about really having a desire to stand your ground, having an upper hand. Everybody is against you, but you grab higher ground so that you can protect yourself. Okay. Now let's see what else he gets to add on to that story. The Devil and the Ten of Coins, okay? So, this is letting us know that there may be addiction, okay? There may be drinking. There may be a bad relationship. This may be discussing Bill's sexual appetite that the girls described throughout the case, which seemed to be a little bit, okay, that was ridiculous. You didn't have to do that. You know, it was not necessary. And those choices costing him everything. Again, Wheel of Fortune, just like I said. These choices that he made is going to cause him to lose everything. I don't know if that's a mess. All of those years that Cosby been on TV, and when it's all said and done, you get thrown in the darn, in the garbage, and keep it moving. This is a mess. This is a whole mess, y'all. And here I'm feeling some kind of way because I'm not gonna lie, I was protesting Cosby didn't do it. It's the system. It's the system. It's the system that's trying to sabotage us and convince us that one of our leaders didn't do it. And here I sit here with y'all and read the cards, and they simply say, yeah, he did. And right now, he is suffering the consequences of his actions. Okay? Simple as that. I don't know the other way to put it. So what I'm going to do is, we are at the end of part 1 of Bill Cosby. I am going to pop back up and do part 2 in a few minutes. So I hope you guys enjoyed this part of the reading. Remember, this is part 1 of the Bill Cosby's reading. You can ask to put tags and things of that nature, but of course, if that's what you're interested in, to get to me, and we'll figure out something. See you shortly.